So, out of the three Operation Rainfall games that came out for the Wii, there was The Last Story, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Pandora's Tower. And I've played every one and beat it except for The Last Story. I was going through my games, whatever, deciding what to play, and I thought, let me play the last game that I haven't played yet of the three games, which was The Last Story. This game right here, The Last Story. Yes, this fucking game. Anyways, Pandora's Tower was great. Yes, I know there's a bug where the game freezes, but you can do things to get past it, which I did, because I literally beat the game multiple times. I got all the endings that you can do. The worst ending is the best ending. It's actually pretty fucked up. It's awesome. But the game's fantastic. It was like a I don't know what it felt like. It felt awesome. I love the chain mechanic and everything, grab and pull, the weak points, and it's fucking awesome. Long story short. And then do I have to talk about Xenoblade? I mean, how many times have I mentioned Xenoblade in my videos? I mentioned it a lot of times because that shit was so good that it went up into my top 10 RPGs of all time. It just was so good. Everything about it. Yes, it's not perfect. There are problems, with certain parts of the game kind of just stalling. If you really decide to do everything, it's a chore. It's a fucking chore. And there's other problems with Xenoblade, but the things that it does well, which was most of the stuff in the game, does exceedingly well, and that's why it's so fucking great to me. And I know some people said, Last Story is a great game too, and I didn't play it yet. I still haven't, until I played it recently. About 2 weeks ago I played it. But people are like, oh, The Last Story is just as good as... I forget, someone said, I don't know if they said it's just as good as Xenoblade or it's right up there. To me, no. And I'm going to explain why. Xenoblade is a fucking masterpiece. It's great. And it's way better than The Last Story by far. Now, here's the thing. I started playing The Last Story, and it was alright. I mean, I started it, whatever, and I thought it was okay at first, but then it's kind of dull. It's dull as shit. Now, I blame the fucking West for this shit, too, because I read about The Last Story, I heard about The Last Story, I heard what Sakaguchi had to say about it, and he basically said he wanted to appeal more to the West. See, that's the problem right there. You don't fucking appeal to the West, because it's going to destroy what would be awesome about the game, for the most part. I'm not saying all the time. I mean, in Xenoblade, they kind of talked about appealing to the West, kinda, with making it more open world, and that worked well for it. That's an example of it working well. They mixed in the RPG awesomeness that the Japanese make, and they mixed it with the more modern Skyrim. I mean, it's not as big as Skyrim, but they made it more expansive, more massive, and it felt awesome. And the scale of what you're on a world that's two titans, two gods. It's fucking fantastic. It blows your mind. But with The Last Story, no. There's a cover mechanic. I don't want to play Halo or whatever. I don't play many first-person shooters. Whatever first-person shooters have cover systems or all this other stuff, I don't want to play a game like that. I want to play an RPG. If this game would have been fucking turn-based, I would have probably loved it more. The main reason why I do not like The Last Story is the fucking battle system. The battle system is clunky as fuck. I fucking don't like it. I tried to like it. I wasn't trying to be biased. I tried to like it. I tried to be open-minded, but everything was frustrating about the battle system. It's like, oh, you go to do this. Oh, let me plan this. Let me do that. What is it, that move? The Gale slash. Let me oh, there's a circle of element that my guy casted. Let me do that and go into it and cause an effect, and and then multiple things are happening. It's all real time, and it's like, that's why I don't really like real time / turn-based. Sometimes it's done well. Like, that's a reason why I didn't like Final Fantasy XII and the fucking MMO gameplay. I mean, they basically just took Final Fantasy XI's gameplay and put it into a single player game, and there's Final Fantasy XII with, boring characters. Fucking Vaughn is fucking retarded. Just boring story. Nothing happens. The fucking writer left halfway through fucking development. It's a fucking mess. It's a mess. I don't like 12. That was just the beginning of shit with Final Fantasy. And what was I saying? I fucking went on a tangent. I forgot what I was saying. Last story. The fucking clunky battle system, right? The battle system. I don't like it. I just don't like it. I try to do things. There's other things that are happening that just fucks everything up. It's just like, you're running around. I felt like a chicken with my head cut off. I just didn't like it. It was clunky. Everything that tried to happen. Oh, here's another thing that happened. Like, I was running around trying to do that, and I'm trying to press A to dodge, because I could dodge out of the way, because I got, like, nailed into the wall. And I'm pressing A to dodge out of the wall, and I'm fucking attaching to the wall because of the cover system. I kept attaching back and forth. I'm like, and it just all fell apart in my mind. I fucking hate it. Seriously, this is one of the fucking clunkiest battle systems I've ever experienced, and I do not like it. But when the last story started, yeah, the characters, maybe they have interesting things if you get further in the game. I played about maybe, before I quit, I got like maybe 5-10 hours in. I was in there. It's not like I played for 2 hours and quit. I played for a while. I got up to the part where, this was after the haunted boat, that what's his name, the guy with the patch, he finds out about his father and the boat or whatever. It was a little bit past that. I just couldn't put up with the gameplay. I just don't care about if I want headshots, I'll play a fucking first-person shooter. I don't care about headshots. I don't care about going into crossbow mode, or, with the finicky AI that's garbage, and charging up a spell and just standing there, and there's a countdown, and then it just hopping over fucking cover. I didn't like it. I fucking didn't like it. It was too clunky and too everything crazy happening all at once. I would have preferred turn-based, or a good action. If you would have made it just straight up turn-based or straight up action without all this other shit, it would have been so much better for me. I just don't care about it. I mean, I didn't really delve into, like I said, I got as far as I did. I don't really know the characters all that well, but from where I got to, they weren't very interesting to me. Maybe they get interesting later. I mean, I don't know, but as far as I played, it wasn't very interesting. The main character is just, don't really care. He's ditzy, and I don't know, I just didn't like it. Now, one thing that I found funny that I've never seen before was, when you go around the town that you're in, you could, like, bang your head into signs. Like, you just walk into a sign, he goes, boom, he goes, oh! And he's like, it's all awkward looking, like, the animations and shit. It's like, I found that funny, but it was, like, just awkward to see that. It was, like, weird. Like, and also, like, another complaint is, like, if you go to level up your weapons or your armor or whatever, it tells you below what effect it has and everything. And when you claim that effect, it gets bigger the more you upgrade it. And you can only see the effects when you go into the menu where you level up your weapons and armor. When you go into your normal menu to equip the shit, it doesn't show what the effects are. Like, if I want to pick which stuff I want to equip for situations or whatever, I can't just go in my menu and see, oh, that one has this effect, let me put that on. No, it's gone. Why did they remove that? It's only viewable in the fucking, when you level up your shit. It's kind of fucking stupid. It's like these little things were bugging me too as well. These little things were getting on my nerves about the game. I just did not like where it was going and what was happening with it. I just didn't like it, you know? And I fucking didn't like it. And people were saying this game is awesome. I don't see it. Maybe it gets awesome later. I mean, like the arena that you go into in the town, you know, it was whatever, but the music was kind of cool. I mean, here's another thing. This is probably Yamatsu. Yamatsu did the music for this. This is Yamatsu and Sakaguchi's last project, I think. And now they do mobile shit, which I don't give a fuck about. But this is the last thing that they did together. And Yamatsu's losing it. Like I said, he's done great stuff. I said when I first got this game, I didn't play it, but I had the soundtrack. I listened to it, and the music did shit for me. It did not do anything for me. The music is not Yamatsu shit. It's generic shit. Yes, he didn't. He's lost it, or he just didn't try hard enough. But like I said, give the man a break. He deserves it. He can make shit from now on. I don't care. He's done enough good in the gaming industry with music. He's fucking amazing. He's a legend. But yeah, the music wasn't very good. I mean, like the arena track was okay. I was kind of digging it. And I guess like the music where that girl, like there's this princess or whatever, she was kind of cute. Like her facial style, she had this nice face and everything, and that was cute and everything, and it was awesome. And like there was a scene where the main character, what's his name? I fucking even forgot his name because I don't give a shit really. But they got like a touching moment, you know how it goes. And the music, she sings like with the music, and that was a touching moment. You know, and that was good, but I just don't care enough to continue. It just like I said, the battle system is what made me quit. I don't want to play it anymore. Maybe because you know how sometimes some games I just don't get into, and then I go back so I could give it another shot, and maybe it'll turn around. But you know, I've done that with Xenogears, and now it's in my top 10. I did that with Secret of Mana. I fucking love Secret of Mana. I got over things and problems with the game, and I accepted it, and it was good. But I just don't see me going back to this game. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I mean, at least like Secret of Mana, yeah, I had problems with a lot of shit, like the battle system and the clunky AI and everything, but the music was awesome, and there was things that were awesome about it. Same with Xenogears. I loved everything about Xenogears when I first played it, but I didn't understand exactly what shit meant, and I wasn't looking up a walkthrough. I was just playing it on my own, and I didn't understand other things that kind of just felt like I was playing the game wrong, and I just gave up. Like, a far way into it. I was like 70 hours in, and I gave up, like, on Disc 2. It was weird. But I loved everything about Xenogears. It's just that I felt like I didn't understand it. And that is fine, but I don't really like anything about the last story. There's nothing there that was like, oh my god, this is amazing, to keep me chugging through the adventure. Like, I remember the boss battle was annoying with the spider. It's like, oh, you have to cut the webs. Oh, they're gonna suck your party members in. I'm like pressing the button to cut the web, and he wouldn't cut it, and it was like fucking frustrating. And there's just so many frustrating moments that pissed me off in the fucking game. I just couldn't stand it. I just don't like it. But I basically talked about the last story. I don't like it. If you haven't played the games for some reason, like the 3 Operation Rainfall games, I would say, even with the bug, I would say play Pandora's Tower, because it's a great game. It's so good. It's so different. I mean, having your girlfriend feed on flesh to turn back to like a human, and she turns into a monster if you don't feed her, that is fucking interesting. And quite frankly, I mean, I'm a horror buff, and that's kind of horror-esque like type of shit. It's fucking awesome. And it has like this, like, let's say God of War gameplay or Castlevania type gameplay. It has like this distinctive gameplay to it that's fucking awesome, and it's fun, and it doesn't really get old. It's fucking fun the whole way through. You level up shit. It's really good. I would say play Pandora's Tower, and definitely play Xenoblade. That's the best game out of the 3 games by far. That is a game you can't miss out on. If you love RPGs, you fucking have to play it. Xenoblade is one of those games where you have to play the game before you die type of games. You have to play it. But anyways, I wanted to do this video to talk about the last story and how I felt about it and how I just didn't like it, and I wonder if anyone else feels the same way. Who knows? But yeah, I just didn't like it. So this game right here is going to collect dust. I know people are like, oh, give it to me, you know, send it to me, I'll take it. It's like, no, I collect my games, I keep them. I'm not gonna throw them away or fucking sell them. I collect them. It's gonna go collect dust in the fucking corner. But anyways, after I quit the game. After that, I was like, I need another game to fucking play. I need something else. It could be any genre, but I just kept levitating to the RPG genre because I usually play a lot of fucking RPGs. And I remember there was another game that I gave up on. Mind you, it was for stupid reasons. I decided I'm going to be more open-minded with this one, and I'm going to try it again. And it's actually another Mistwalker title. It was the game that was made before the last story. And that is Lost Odyssey. This game is fucking amazing. Now, I'm going to tell you why I quit in the first place. I got this game, I mean, back when, you know, I didn't even have a 360 yet. I still had a PS2 and a GameCube and all that stuff. I was going to get a 360 or a PlayStation 3. Now, for PlayStation 3, at the time, the only thing that made me want to get a PS4 was Metal Gear Solid 4. I wanted to continue the story. I was a big Metal Gear Solid fan. But I never was around people that had PS3s. I mean, everybody had a 360 and everything. And this was before the time I knew Microsoft's track record. And I remember my roommate had a 360 and he played Oblivion. I used to watch him play Oblivion. And I was a big Phantasy Star Online nut. And I remember when Phantasy Star Universe came out for the PS2, which is a very inferior version. I got it for the PS2. I didn't have online. I could only play the single player, but I loved Phantasy Star. And Phantasy Star Universe was on Xbox 360, and it was in high def. It looked better. It looked cleaner, and I was like, oh, I could get that. I could get Oblivion. I used to play Rainbow Six Vegas. See, I play first-person shooters. I mean, they're okay sometimes. I liked Rainbow Six Vegas. I used to play it with my my roommate. I got that. There was Fear. That was alright. And there was other stuff that I got, Oblivion and whatnot. So I was like, I'm gonna get a 360 because there's more games that I want. Plus, before I got the 360, I found out that Sakaguchi and Yamatsu went to create their own team, Mistwalker, and they were making Blue Dragon, which was, you know, it was supposed to be like, you know, the Dragon Ball art style and everything, and it was supposed to be an epic RPG. That's the shit I'm into. So that's another reason why I got the 360, so I could get that. So there was Blue Dragon and there was Lost Odyssey that they made on the 360, and fuck, I mean, that's a reason to have a 360 lying around somewhere, is for those two games. I mean, I'm sure there might be some others, but those are two strong reasons to have a 360 laying around, even though the 360 is shit. But anyways, so yeah, I got a 360, and I got Blue Dragon. Nobody talks about Blue Dragon. It's a fucking awesome game. It's one of the reasons to have a 360. Yeah. And anyways, this game they made after Blue Dragon, and I got it when it first came out. I was following it, and I remember playing it, and it was alright. And but all I can remember, because this was a long time ago, this was years ago, I just remember the reasons why I quit. These are stupid reasons, mind you. The reasons why I quit was because I was getting stuck at parts. And I remember, like, the dream sequences, that when a dream is revealed, you would be reading a fucking book. Like, cause, like, I don't want to read a book every, like, 10 seconds. Like, sometimes you can come into dreams, like, so fast within each other. And I was like, and when you read these dreams, they're like chapters in a book. They're fucking long as shit. And I was like, I don't want to read all this shit. Now here's someone that doesn't mind reading. I don't mind reading at all. I fucking play RPGs for a living. So I don't really mind reading. But for some reason, I just didn't want to read all that shit. I just wanted to play the game. And like, I remember that combined with me getting stuck somewhere, and like just everything was gray, and I was like, the 360 is plain. What about the games, RPGs before, where you used to can change the colors, like the Square games, like the Final Fantasies, where you can change the window color and you can do all this cool shit? But no, you can't do that in these new gen RPGs. It's like it's all gray styled menus, and it's just ugly and boring. And those were like the reasons why I quit the game. I know I told you it was stupid. And I actually sold it. I don't know, because I don't usually sell games. But for some reason, I sold this game. And that was the stupidest reason ever. So I had to rebuy it and everything. And I started playing the game like a few weeks ago. And I've been hooked ever since. I've been fucking hooked on this game. I've been more open-minded with the reading. I don't mind it at all. The dreams are actually fucking heartfelt. There's some tragic dreams. I mean, basically almost every one is tragic. It's got some happiness sprinkled in and some joy sprinkled in, but there's some tragedy. I felt some shock in some of the dreams that I read. This game, that's the thing with this game. It's like the old Final Fantasies. This game is going to give you a lot of fucking feels. You're going to feel emotion. This is an emotional journey of epic proportion. It's got everything. The emotion is done well. The facial animations, the acting, everything it's done to tear at you, man. The fucking emotion is real. The music is beautiful. This is Yamatsu and Sakaguchi's last masterpiece, in my opinion. It is not the last story. It's fucking this. This is fucking amazing. Everyone that used to say that this was the real Final Fantasy XIII and everything, I agree. That's what I keep saying now. This shit is the real Final Fantasy XIII, okay? I love Final Fantasy XIII. This is it. You know, there's this poser Final Fantasy XIII out there. That is garbage. This shit is the real Final Fantasy XIII. It's fucking great. But everything about this game is just, oh my god, oh my god, like it's fucking great. It's really great. I mean, I don't really have too much to bitch about in this one. It's everything I wanted. It's fucking turn-based traditional combat. It's got a little bit more difficulty, which is nice. Now, granted, what happened was in the beginning of the game, I was getting fucking wrecked in this game. Now, that was it. The overall game is not really that hard, because I'm good at RPGs. I'm good at strategizing. I'm good at that shit. I usually blow RPGs away. It's not a problem. But the only reason why I was getting my ass kicked in the beginning was because healing is shit in the beginning of the game, and you have no party members. You have like 3 party members, and you get decimated. Like, the first boss battle, I was getting decimated because Seth has no defense. She gets hit, she's fucking paper, she just dies, and it's like, you know what I mean? And then I remember I got past that, and then the cutscene battle where when you first meet Mac and Cook, there's these guards that fight you, and I got wrecked in that because the guys on the horses do that rush attack that takes out your HP. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. And you don't want to use the healing magic, because the healing magic doesn't cure you for shit. What you're supposed to do is buy those healing herbs that heal 500 HP. And what I found out was when you use an item in battle, you instantly go first. And that's what you have to do. Use the healing herbs when you're low on HP, and you just heal instantly. You go first in battle. So that's what I found out. And then from there, the game's cakewalk. Yeah, there's some challenge here and there, but you just think about your battles, and it's easy. It's not really that hard, but I do like the challenge that comes from this game. It's more of a challenge than, say, you know, certain Final Fantasy games or whatever. And most RPGs, it's got a certain challenge to it that I like. It makes every spell matter, kinda. depending on where you're at, it makes, you know, spells that you normally wouldn't use more effective, or you think about using them more, and it's nice. But yeah, it's a really awesome game. It's really awesome so far. It's funny because right now I'm on disc 4. I think I'm almost done with the game. I mean, it's 4 discs. I'm on disc 4. I'm actually just going around talking to people, going back to older villages and cities, and just trying to find secrets and hidden treasures and whatever. And I'm just fucking around, and it's been great. The music is fantastic in the game. Yamatsu, this is the last one to me that is a masterpiece. You know, it's just Yamatsu at his finest. Every time he did a game, it was his all his emotion, his drive, his beat, his rhythm that he puts in his music. It's fucking mesmerizing. Like I said, Yamatsu, he was a master at what he did. The fucking levels of progression in his songs, the melodies and catchiness with building, the music building that he did in each song was fucking awesome. That's what made his music memorable. That's what made it fucking amazing. That's why everybody loves it. And he's no slouch in this game, Lost Odyssey. He's got tracks that build, like, there's a couple of boss battles. They're fucking excellent. I'm obsessed. I've been listening to them, like, all the time. Like, it's fucking great. Like, it gives me chills. It's the good old Yamatsu music that I know and love. And he's got some sad songs, so much emotion in the music, like some song tracks that play when you read the dreams. And they're so, like, my heart just melts. It just, like, I'll be reading this story, and then the music starts playing. I start to, like, a tear comes out of my eye, man. I just can't help it. It's so heartfelt, so much emotion. It's so good. And, yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about the story about Lost Odyssey. You should play Lost Odyssey. That's, again, this is one of the games that you want to play before you die. You're going to want, even if you have to get a 360 cheap, you have to, this is the reason to own a 360. You have to, not those fucking American games. Fuck that Americanized bullshit. Not that Americanized shit. You fucking get this game, and it's fucking great. And, you know, there's like a spooky haunted mansion, and the music makes you feel lost, and it's just creepy, and it's awesome. I love that mansion, the old sorceress mansion. There's just so many moments in this game that are fucking awesome. It's crazy. I could go on talking about Lost Odyssey. I could keep going on, cause I'm actually gonna play it some more when I stop this video. But it's just so good. It's just so good. I mean, I have to keep saying it. It's just so good. Man, I don't know what else to say. It's just so fucking good. So yeah, I just thought that I'd make this video because it was on my mind. I mean, the last story kind of had fresh in my head, the fresh frustrations of the game. I was like, I need to talk about my true feelings of it, and I just don't really like it. It's not my thing. But the Lost Odyssey is my thing. I'm so glad I went back to it. It's really good. It was a dumb reason for me to stop playing this game back then when it first came out, but what's important is that I'm playing it now, and it's fucking amazing. So I'm very happy about that. And I'll be downloading all the music when I'm done with the game. I've already downloaded a few tracks because I couldn't help it. I needed to download those quick because they're fucking excellent. I needed to keep hearing them. It was amazing. So yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm probably just going to end it. Yeah. So, play the fucking games. Play Lost Odyssey. Play it. And play Xenoblade. And Pandora's Tower. And I'm going to go play some more Lost Odyssey and delve into that world again. So yeah, I will see you later.